Mayor's Gulf Classic Funds Committee meeting agenda. I assume our recording is on. Yes, thank you. So today is September the 24th, 2025. So call to order. The time is now 10 a.m. on September 24th, 2025. I'd like to call this Mayor's Gulf Classic Funds Committee meeting to order. First, I will provide the land acknowledgement. The town of Aurora acknowledges that the Anishinaabe lands on which we live and work are the traditional and treaty territory of the Chippewas of Georgina Island, as well as many other nations whose presence here today, continues here today. As the closest First Nation community to Aurora, we recognize the special relationship the Chippewas have with the lands and the water of these territories. They are the water protectors and environmental stewards of these lands, and as a municipality, we join them in these responsibilities. We further acknowledge that Aurora is part of the treaty lands of the Mississaugas and Chippewas recognized through Treaty Number 13, as well as Williams Treaties of 1923. A shared understanding of how the rich cultural heritage that has existed for centuries and how our collective past brought us to where we are today will help us walk together into a better future. Approval of the agenda. May I please have a motion to approve the agenda as circulated by Legislative Services? Motion by Ping and seconded by Rob. Thank you. Any questions or comments on the agenda? I'll call for a vote then. All in favor? Anybody opposed? That carries. Declarations of any pecuniary interest or general nature thereof. Are there any declarations of pecuniary interest?
No.
No. Thank you. And you should have also received the Gulf Classic Funds Committee meeting minutes of August 20th, 2025. May I please have a motion to receive the meeting minutes of August 20th, 2025? Moved by Manuel, seconded by Ping. Any questions or comments on the minutes? Then I'll call for a vote. All in favor? Any opposed? That carries. We have no delegations today. So matters for consideration. Each matter is to be dealt with separately and request a motion to put on the item on the floor for discussion and then ask for confirmation of the committee's direction before calling the vote. Before we look at the three requests, I'd like to ask Mike if you can give an overview of where we stand to date with the funds and what your suggestion would be for the future given the golf tournament just took place last week. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Madam Chair. Happy to report that the fund, as of today, before any applications, should they be approved, before any approvals from today, we're at $128,097.56. The 2025 version of the Mayor's Charity Golf Classic happened a week ago from today. I don't want to. We don't know how much was raised. I don't think I'm going out on too big of a limb, and Jason, our finance person, can correct me if I'm wrong, saying that we're going to be over 200 grand for the fund to be over 200,000 from this past, adding to it. Week.
Wow.
Yeah, adding to it before approvals, anything is approved today. So I'll just say that it's in a healthy position for the committee. Wow.
So it's possible that the golf rate over 70,000, as you're saying.
We usually do 80 to 85.
Wow.
And so that's why I feel safe saying it's over 200. But I won't give any permanent numbers or. Understood.
Oh, we just lost Ping?
Yeah.
Are we still okay if Ping doesn't make it back in?
Still a quorum.
Okay. So we hope that Ping. Oh, here he comes.
There he goes.
Just give him a moment there. Yay, you're back, Ping. Yay.
Because of my internet? Okay.
You're back. That's wonderful. Thank you. So that's a wonderful update and very encouraging. And I know I've brought this up before, Mike, at what point might we be in a position to be able to suggest, depending on the types of requests we get in, if we're able to give more than the 5,000, if people eventually be able to request for more. So I'm just putting that on the table for, again, future discussion. And I know it has to be brought to the council. So, but 5,000 is still extremely generous and should carry us for a while with that 200,000 we might get in the future. So perfect. Thank you for that update. So we do have an application that we're returning to from Shadow Path Theater Productions regarding funding for an apprentice program. This application had been deferred from the August 20th meeting to allow for, I guess, thought or discussion. Again, you should have had access to that application that is on the town site. So first, we're going to start with, may I have a mover or seconder to put this item on the floor for discussion? Moved by anybody? Okay, I'll say Rob, and then seconded by Manuel. So the application from Shadow Path Theater Productions regarding the apprenticeship program is now received, and we're going to either discuss to grant the funding request, deny it, or defer. So if we do not have a representative, I understand, Mike, from the organization.
That's correct.
They did speak on the 20th of August. So again, this just gives us a little bit of time to determine if we want to move forward or not with the $5,000 request for their program, which was to Aurora Apprenticeship Plus, revitalizing community spaces through art and technology. Any other thoughts on this? How we want to move forward? Do we want to deny or accept? I don't know if we want to do another deferral.
My thoughts on this team is that if they have no interest to come in front of us to defend or to ask to support their cause, then I see no reason for us to approve it or defer it. So for me, my position is if you're not here to support it, that means.
Okay, so thank you for that comment. Mike, maybe you can just confirm, were they asked to come? Were they aware that we were going to do it today? Or yes, they were.
Yes,
okay,
they
very
were.
fair then comment. Thank you, Manuel. Okay, so I guess any other comments on this particular request, and do we want to then go to vote? Okay, so if there's no further questions or comments, I'll call the vote. All in favor? Opposed? Is that a favor, Rob, or opposed?
It's in favor.
In favor? Opposed? Okay, that carries. So it's an opposed. Thank you.
Yeah, can I, sorry to
sorry.
be clear. Well, I don't know, this doesn't happen very often. Can we, Madam Chair, would you mind putting a motion to deny the application on the floor?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes.
No, no worries. All good. I just, then it's very clear.
I guess I should have said, do we grant the funding request? Any in favor of granting the funding request? And that was Rob. And then denying the funded request?
So, okay, sorry, I'm screwing everything up here.
Okay.
So actually, I think let's just go with the first one. You defeated the motion to,
Okay.
Sorry about this. You defeated the motion to approve the funding, so it's denied. So we'll leave it there.
Okay. And I think we carried it already.
Yes, you're good there. I'll let the next applicant say.
Thank you. That hasn't happened very often, so I probably
No,
had
I
it
know, exactly.
I had
I
it
know,
twisted.
Exactly.
I appreciate that.
I'm not helping too much here.
No, you help a lot, believe me. Okay. Next application is from the Chinese Seniors Art Society of Canada regarding funding for the East Meets West Festival Gala. May I have a mover and a seconder to put the item on the floor? Moved by Ping, thank you. Seconded by Manuel, thank you. And I see that we have Anne with us. Thank you, Anne, for coming in. Oh, and somebody else just popped in.
Yes, and that's the president of the Chinese.
Sorry,
yeah.
Also name Anne as well, sorry?
No, Antu.
Antu, thank you.
Yeah, Antu.
Antu. Thank you very much for being here. So my name is Angela, and this is the committee of the Mayor's Golf Classic Funds Committee. And what we're going to ask you to do is we do have your application in front of us, and it was a very fulsome application, I must say. And we will have an opportunity for you first to go over your request, give us highlights from your application. If the members of the committee have any questions, they will ask that. So before we do that, though, I do need to move that we put this discussion on the floor. So the application from the Chinese Seniors Art Society of Canada regarding funding the East Meets West Festival Gala be received. Moved by? Oh,
You
my
have,
God.
you've,
I
we've
did
got,
that already.
Ping and Manuel on the mover and seconder here. Yeah.
I did. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm off as
No
well
worries.
today as well.
Good to
Everybody, I'm
discuss.
off. I'm just off. It's this little cute little cake I got is putting me off. Okay, so what we're going to do is hear from the two of these lovely ladies. And then what we do is we either grant the request, we deny the request, or we defer for discussion. So please give us an overview of your request.
Okay, and I'll just talk about 我来说 OK and to the Chinese Senior Arts Society of Canada, also the name operation name Fanghua Performance Arts Group, and the first time, very first time to apply any grant from the government. They are started activity year 2018 and stopped during the COVID period time. And they started year 2023. Right now, they are partnership with Aurora Library, Public Library, hold weekly activities for the senior, Mandarin speaker senior, for dancing, for them, everybody can join for free, dancing, singing, and the games. And so they are run very well the activities. Also, they hold 2 times Chinese New Year celebration with the library. You can see the picture I sent to you. Was kind of attractive a lot of the community whenever the Chinese people or other ethnic group people. Also, they very successful to present 5 performances just the September 19th, just the past weekend for the Aurora Multicultural Festival. They did that. So Shirley, the supervisor of this from the town of Aurora, supervisor of this multicultural festival, she said that's the very first time for town of Aurora have the Chinese element performance. And also this group is volunteered, management by volunteer Chinese retired arts people, the senior, the average age over the 70. For example, the Antu, the president, today she's here, and she's 75. Looks like young, but she's
Lisa, looks pretty good for 75.
I know. I'm looking like older than her, but I'm only 73. So they are very active, working very hard and with their passion, to contribute to the community. And now they are going to hold, the date is already settled. They're going to hold a East meet West holiday gala celebration at the Aurora Cultural Center Performance Hall. And the date set used to is December 22nd, but now they moved to the December 10th because the senior choir of retirement police officer, they available at December 10th, so they moved to that date. And everything is working prepared for this celebration. I believe this gala will be the very first for our community. Aurora is the host by the Chinese group, but the culture is East Midwest, not only Chinese cultures performance. So that's most of the.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Anne. Antu, do you have anything you want to add?
Let me ask Antu, okay?
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Antu, 刚才我就是把咱们申请报告中的基本状况谈了一下，最主要的就是说，咱们是为了这次这个12月10号这个时间改了，申请的时候是22号，现在时间改了，就12月10号，因为警察那退休警察的合唱团他们的时间的问题，然后呢，为这个申请funding。你看你还有什么需要加上的吗？就是除了咱们做报告、申请报告的时候，你看你还有什么补充的吗？
She's on mute.
你把你的打开，你把你的那个。
是这样的，安妮，我觉得你说的都很全面了，都很全面，就是就我就表示一个我的想法吧，我非常荣幸参加今天这样的会议，我是第一次向在座的所有的领导和官员们吧，重要的官员们表示衷心的感谢，
我不知道我能不能翻译过去，你慢慢说啊。
那算了。
呀 ，OK， 我还是会给你翻译。那个张平，你能帮助我吗？
感谢阿罗那政府对我们芳华艺术团的关注和支持。
帮忙，我听张平，可以帮忙吗
？Can I translate for Ann too?
Yes, please.
谢谢 ，Thank you.
Okay, so basically what she wants to say is just she wants to express her thanks to the government, the support they received from the government, from the library, and from the city as well. So they are honored to host a festival. Sorry, the festival with the Aura retired police group there.
Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you to you both. Thank you very much. Did you have any last words, Anne? Because we can then discuss and ask questions.
And to 你看还有就什么加入的有什么再加上的，这样的话他们可以就开始讨论我们这个申请。
我们还参加了今年上个礼拜天吧，9月20号的一个奥罗那政府举办的一个多元文化的一个活动，我们也出了几个节目，反应都很好。
Okay,
请你翻译一下。
Okay, they also attend the multicultural festival in the town center last week. I think they also had several performances at that event.
Wonderful, beautiful. Thank you. So before we ask for questions, sorry, I got to go back to my sheet here. Okay, so we are going to, as I mentioned earlier, Anne and Ann too, we will either grant the funding request, deny the funding request, or defer it. So before we go to a vote, are there any questions or comments? Manuel.
I got a question. You're also known as the Phang Hoa Performance Art Ensemble as per your application. Are you a nonprofit organization?
You want me to answer? We are a non-for-profit organization and registered start activities year 2018, but officially registered is year 2024, July 5th, and is did annual return and is active non-for-profit. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And you have performers doing, you have a performance fee here. Now, are the performers part of your group? Are the performers part of the Phang Hoa Performing Arts Ensemble?
Yeah, just wait a minute. I'll explain to Anne to let Shane understand what we talk. 刚才问到我们是不是 non-profit， 这个我已经回答了，注册日期。然后呢，他现在主要问到就是我们的这个演员是不是都是我们 group 的？那我就按照咱们的实际情况回答一下。一个是呢，绝大部分我们自己的节目都是我们自己的演员，我们属于我们这个 organization 的。然后另外我们申请的演员就来合作的呢，是外面合作的。我来回答或者张平来回答一下这个问题，还是我来吧，你来，对。
So yeah, so I would say most of the performers belong to their group. Also, they have some for example, so for some performance, they do invite some external player or performers to join as well.
Okay, so of the 4,500 that they have budgeted here, or So how much of that is going into their own performers? And how much is being paid to outside performers?
OK，他是在问，就是我们有多少人是我们自己的演员，有多少是外面请的？现在根据我们上次做的记录呢
Sorry, excuse me. 实际上他是想问那个4500块那个 budget 申请的资金是
5000
多少？
块钱。
对，
对
多少钱是用在那个外部的演员和那个这个比例，就是内部的演员是这个花费多少？就是主要
呀，这个问题我能回答啊，好了，我
Yeah.
刚才就没明白这个，那
Yeah.
我现在这个问题我能回答。$5,000 is paid to the culture center for renting the room and technician service and boxing service. So I have the quotation attached. It's not included in the insurance. It's already 3,300 something. So plus the insurance probably plus other little things maybe to the 4,000. We don't have money paid for our performance and the outside performance from the 5,000. We do use our own fundraising and the membership fees, something like that. Yeah. 就是安图就是讲到，就是我们这个钱主要是付这个政府的，就是文化中心那个租赁费、场租费和技术人员费，已经是现在报价3000多块钱，再加上保差不多4000块钱，所以呢，付外部的演员的和其他的费用都是靠我们自己的fundraising
团费，我们的团费，我们团费，对 ，Yeah.
I think that what I appreciate about this event, and I'm just going to comment on a couple of things, is you're saying about 70% of your participants live in Aurora. You're using an Auroran facility for the event and your partnership with the library, etc. So there seems to be a commitment to the Chinese culture within Aurora. And of course, there's going to be individuals who attend this event, I'm assuming from all over, that will enjoy the festivities. I understand your breakdown of your budget is very clear to me, and that you've already raised over $6,000 through other fundraising ways. So you're asking for the $5,000, which again, I'm coming only from my own perspective. Definitely there's cost to putting on such an event, and the fact that you're putting that money back into Aurora by using the venue in Aurora, I appreciate those additional costs. So that's my perspective. If there's no more questions, Rob or Ping, for the women. And sorry, I also noted here that you have a lot of volunteers that are very actively involved, all older adults. I mean, it's not all older adults, but a good portion of them, which I think is very important when we look at senior engagement, as you've written here in our community. So I appreciate that as well.
Just as a comment, I was there last Saturday. I was barbecuing corn and saw the performers there, and it was great to see.
Thank you.
Hopefully you had some corn. So
okay. So if there's no other questions or comments, then I will now take this to a vote. So the application from the Chinese Seniors Arts Society of Canada regarding funding for the East Meets West Festival Gala. We will, I'm going to first ask if we'll take it to a vote, and all in favor to grant the funding request. All in favor? Any opposed? So that carries. So Anne and Anne too, what will happen is the town will be in touch with you regarding how your check will be provided to you for the $5,000. So thank you.
Thank you. Andrew, 我们被通过了，谢谢。
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Blessings. Bye-bye.
So we can leave now, right? Thank you.
Yes, you can leave now.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
好了，我们可以走了，安图。Thank you.
好的。
Lovely,
Ping,
thank you.
for interpretation there, Ping.
Yes,
That's very
thank you,
helpful.
Ping.
Oh, a huge assist to Ping.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
Thank you.
I do wish their group, or maybe they do have a weekly gathering in the library. I see them quite often, so I hope when I retire they're still there, so I can join them as well.
I hope for a lot of things when I retire. That's definitely being able to be involved with these community groups. Thank you. Okay. So now I see Mary has come in. Thank you, Mary. Oh,
Hi.
there you are. You changed on my screen. So we have an application now from the PERS project of York Region regarding funding of the 2026 annual campaign. In front of you, you should have the application and request. Mary, what will happen is we're going to ask you to do an overview, just a short overview of the request to give context. And then we'll put the item on the floor to either grant the funding request, deny the request, or defer for discussion at a future meeting. So before we do all of that, Mary, if you could just give us that overview of the application from PERS Project York Region for your funding of the 2026 annual campaign. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much for allowing me the opportunity to present to you.
Sorry, I think I didn't put it on the floor, did I? I have to put it on the floor, Mary, just a second. May I have a mover or a seconder to put the item on the floor for discussion? Mover? Ping, thank you. Seconder, Rob. I've been a little off on my process today, procedures. All right, Mary, go ahead.
Okay. So we've so again, thank you for the opportunity to be here. Since our inception in 2016, we've been on a mission. We're a group of about 25 like-minded individuals who have come together to provide purses and bags and other pleasantries to those in need in York Region and beyond. We try to each year we do a Mother's Day campaign, and we try to provide lovely amenities to fill purses and bags that are gently used. So we do a collection, and our collection starts the beginning of March and it ends right before Mother's Day. We collect gently used bags that are in very good condition, and we fill them with new amenities, and we donate them to different community organizations that would benefit from them. And it's a lovely gift for people who, maybe have fallen on hard times or have lost some hope. And it's a great thing. Usually people who are in need, they're usually the last ones on the list to receive anything. So the bags are lovely, and they are in great condition. And the product inside is like new makeup, new brushes, new combs, any other lotions, shampoo, things that are like a treat for people, right? And we've actually expanded in the last few years to actually include men as part of our group, because there are, there are women who are in need, there's men in the community that would benefit from having we do like toiletry bags for them. And we want to expand our scope. We do donate to quite a few organizations in Newmarket and Vaughan, and I think some of the ones in Newmarket are part of your catch basin for Aurora. I've actually reached out to about 11 organizations in Aurora, and the Aurora Food Pantry, Salvation Army, the Neighborhood Network, Magna, Hope House Hospice, York Region Food Network, Addiction Services, Women's Center of York Region, In From the Cold, the Aurora Black Community, Chats, and the Alzheimer's Society, and asked them if they would be interested in receiving some of our bags. So I've received 3 responses from York Region Food Network that yes, they would be interested. The Addiction Services also, Women's Center of York Region, and Chats would be interested as well. And it's not only the people who are using the service, it's also their caregivers. It's a treat for them. Like it's, even the Alzheimer's Society, or even in Chats, like there are people who are caregiving for elderly people. It's a nice treat for them as they're, doing their thing, right? So our campaign has been around for since 2016. We would really be able to fill about, with the money that we're requesting, we would be able to fill about 500 purses. So we've filled to date since 2016 6,000 purses, and every year it's increasing. So in 2025 we filled 1,300 bags, and we distributed them throughout York Region. So this would allow us to fill about 500 purses if we're looking at it in monetary value, because and the purses are full. They're not it's not 2 items. They're getting a very full bag that has about, I'd say between about 10 to 15 items in each of the bags. So, and then we also do sometimes we buy scarves and we attach them to the bags, just something that's a nice gesture for people who are in need, because a lot of these people, some people, they go without. So, and we're just we are all like-minded ladies. We get together, we do this drive, we're picking up purses. We have a hub that is donated space to us where we actually store everything in a locker, and then we get together over a period of about 3 organization nights and fill the bags, and then we deliver them right before Mother's Day. So we would really appreciate the opportunity. If you provide us with funding, it would actually make it a little easier, because we have to buy all these products that go inside the bag. We get some donated, but most of the stuff we actually purchase.
Okay, thank you very much, Mary. So I'm going to ask for questions for Mary. Manuel.
So Mary, got 2 questions. How does this program, the PERS program, benefit the town of Aurora itself?
So many of the community service, the organizations that we've donated to in the past, and you can actually go to our web. We've actually have a website, and it'll tell you who we've donated to in the past. But a lot of the people are in that catch basin of Aurora, Newmarket area currently. So we've donated to Belinda's Place, a few that are more in Newmarket, but we'd like to extend more into Aurora. That's why I've reached out and spoken to Betty from the mayor's office, just to she provided me with some information about, some community service organizations that we would donate to in Aurora. So we're really willing and open to it, but some of them are already in your catch basin.
Are any of your suppliers from Aurora?
Any of our suppliers in terms of...
Are they from Aurora?
What do you mean by suppliers? You mean the people?
Suppliers.
You buy products for your PERS.
Okay.
So where do you buy the products from? Do any of your suppliers have a home base in Aurora?
Well, we buy from a lot of our stuff comes from the dollar store, Costco, because we're looking at the most cost-effective options to fill the purses. Okay, so we would be more than willing to purchase products at suppliers within Aurora if they were able to provide us with the best costs, because we try and keep our costs as low as possible.
So you mentioned quite a few organizations. Sorry, Rob. And definitely make sure Salvation Army is on that list. And so I appreciate that, though some of those organizations support individuals in Aurora, they also support, of course, as you said, outside of within their catchment area, which could be greater than Aurora. Mm-hmm. So are you able to maybe be a little bit more specific with those organizations, and make sure you add Welcoming Arms to that, because they see people really from Aurora. If I mean, are you able to ask them to be a little bit more focused on who they provide these bags to? Is that something you could?
The community service organization.
The community services, be specific to Aurorans.
So I've received some emails back from the people that I've contacted. Hold on 1 second, I'm going to bring up. So the Addiction Services Central Ontario has said that they are interested in receiving some bags. I would think that some of those people that they serve are in, and I've specified that I wanted to serve people within Aurora. I haven't reached out to her again, because I want to make sure that I have all the information for myself available, but they are located in Aurora. They said they would be interested in bags. I've also reached out to Neighborhood Network. I reached out to Welcoming Arms. I haven't heard back from them as of yet. Okay. So Neighborhood Network, the Magna, they've recommended some Sandgate Women's Shelter and Girls Inc., which are all in Aurora. So they've recommended them, who would be a good fit for what we do. I've also reached out to York Region Food Network, and they are they serve many clients across York Region, and he said many of them would fall within the Aurora catch basin, and that who would benefit from such a donation. They just wanted more information about, how many things are in the bags. And we've been just having conversations about that. I've also had the lady from Chats reached out, and she was very, very enthusiastic. And she does have clients who are in the Aurora area. She requested more male and female items, which we do have now. So we do items for men and women. And they're very flexible, but they said they would be able to take the bags and actually use them to serve people within the Aurora area.
Great. Rob, you had a question, I think, or comment maybe?
That's basically what you covered, so.
Thank you. I think what I appreciate is what you said about caregivers, because I think that they often do get missed. And so we focus in, I know, but personally, I focus in on maybe the individual with the need rather than the family as a whole. So appreciate that comment about the caregivers, and that would be a great fit for chats. So if there isn't any other comments or questions, I guess we can make some decisions here. So Mary, thank you. Any last, anything last you want to say before I move on to our vote?
No, we just make sure that I'm very focused on, because I've actually dialed in on specific Aurora organizations. We're really focused to get these bags to people who are in your community. So I just want to make sure that you guys know that we're actually very enthusiastic. When I reached out to the mayor's office, like some of the different organizations, it's information, and it provides us with an opportunity to give these products to people who are right in Aurora. So we're very focused on that. So thank you again for the opportunity.
Thank you, Mary. Okay, so if our questions and comments are finished, then we will look at the vote. So we'll start with grant the funding request. All in favor? All in favor? Oh, that's 3. Any opposed? Manuel, thank you. Okay, so that carries, Mary.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that so much. We'll be all the ladies will be so excited. I have to also we do have a budget. I can provide all the information about where we purchase the product, how much product we purchase, and we operate very much by the end of the actual drive. We've actually used all the money that we've been funded. Like the city of Vaughan has also funded us $5,000. So it allows us to fill these purses quite nicely for people. But we have a budget available to you at any time to give you all the details about where the money, what we bought, and where it's gone to. So thank you very much.
Yeah, because we'd really like to see it, as it's been stated before, just to support families in Aurora and caregivers. So
yeah, yes, thank you. Okay.
Thank you, Mary. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you very much. Okay,
bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Everyone have a good day. Bye-bye.
So informational items. I don't think we have any informational items. It says here. Any new business? Anybody have any new business? I mean, maybe this is where I can state again, if we're ever at a time where we can discuss if there's larger requests that we can accommodate down the road, however that can get processed. Should we wish to do that? Manuel?
I do have a comment. Sorry, Angela. In regards to other, in the future, I don't know if this is possible, Mike, but if there is a group that wants our help and wants some funding from this committee, if they could at least listen, I have no prejudices, right? But if they could have at least a representative who is fluent in English, that way, I mean, good thing Ping was here today, or else today would have been I understand what they're trying to do. I understand that, but it would be helpful for me if they had somebody who was fluent in a language that we understand. Just a suggestion.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
I'm sorry, but I gotta leave.
Okay, bye-bye, Rob. Thank you.
Rob.
Bye bye.
Bye.
No, I think that's definitely a good point. Thank you, Manuel, for future.
Can I?
Mike?
Yeah. So I absolutely I understand. Like the committee has to understand what they're approving. It's at the very least, I'll look to have an interpreter. It's not always going to be possible, but today I knew, Anne's fairly good with English. It's a little tougher. Like Anne, when Anne's in my office, she's good. When Anne's on Zoom, it's a little tougher. Anyways, like you said, thank God for Ping. But I'll keep that in mind, and I'll at least have an interpreter if I feel like it's necessary.
Yeah, yes.
I appreciate that. And I think that's exciting too, that we were able to have that discussion with them. And again, thank you, Ping. And I hope that this opens the doors to other organizations from various language groups, ethnic groups that would be comfortable then to participate. And maybe that is something too we can add to our other businesses. Are we getting that word out? The whole marketing of this fund available, is it being marketed to maybe some other language groups as well? I mean, I know personally we're seeing a lot. We don't see maybe the Chinese community as much with our services, but definitely the Iranian community, for example, where language is a barrier for some. So thank you for that comment. Okay. Adjournment. May I have a motion?
Angela,
Yes.
I'd also like to let the committee know, right, that I've been the only one that's been voting in denials here. But I do have a heart, but I take my responsibility to heart too. So I'm looking at Aurora as a whole. I understand all this. I understand all the efforts being done for everybody. I understand that, but I am taking it as how does it benefit Aurora itself? That's my position always. I wanted you guys to know, right? I'm not against you.
Emmanuel,
That's my position. Yeah.
I would love for you to come and have a chat with me sometime in my office because I think you're a great guy. I appreciate that. I think we're going to start running out of those charities that are very specific to Aurora at some point, because most charities oversee certain communities like I do, right? So I think we're going to have to figure that one out too. But yes, I do think you're right. And I think it's smart that we put on that percentage on the application of Aurorans, and then being very clear with whoever presents, again, where's the benefit to Aurorans? Even though maybe the percentage might be low, it could still translate into X number of people, right?
But Angela, just because there's money doesn't mean we have to give out the money, right? Like that, if we can save the money for future, then why not? But that's just my position, right? Anyway.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go. May I have a motion to adjourn? Moved by, we only got a couple of you here now, Manuel, and seconded by Ping. All in favor? That carries. Thank you, people. Thank you, Mike and team on the call. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate your time as
Bye.
always.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.